These are my three audience members. Have you ever wondered, wow, that was a great movie? If so, ask yourself, what made the movie great? What made you stay seated for 2 hours in a theater, shoulder to shoulder with other people? As well as, what did you learn from the movie that you didn't know before watching it? That's what I'm gonna tell you today. A great movie needs a lot of things to be great. Not just to be appealing, not just to appeal to people that like that certain movie, but just for people to watch it and understand it and maybe become a fan of it one day. But before any of that, there are many different movie genres that need to be interesting to people who like those genres. For example, not one person just likes the one same thing everyone else does. Like, horror movies need to be scary and suspenseful to scare the people watching. Action movies need to have stakes the audience can follow and thrilling action sequences. Adventure movies need a MacGuffin or an object that gives the main character a treasure to find throughout the movie. And romance movies need two people and a journey where they become lovers. Not only not one movie is the same as the next. They all have different aspects that make it special. But every movie needs one thing in common, a good plot. Cuz without it, it'll just be a bunch of images smashed together just to form a huge collage of a bunch of scenes that people made. It wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't be interesting. It's just like looking at a collage of photos that your family has compiled as a family album, but you don't know where they came from or how they got there. That's where the plot comes in. Movies have different plots to keep the story interesting and enthralling. For instance, the plot can be a love story where the main person is in love with two other people but doesn't know which one to pick as their true love, also known as a love triangle. It can also be a revenge story where the main character is on a journey to take revenge on someone who has disrespected them in some way. As well as an origin story, it could also be um, a revenge story and an origin story. Two plots can happen in the same movie, so it could be more interesting. Well, an origin story for superhero movies is where the main character is going through events and obstacles that make the character who he is today. Basically, we see what happens in his past and we see what all the troubles and everything that's led him to become the superhero like Iron Man or Magneto. There's a there's also a plot that has many of these things of all the plots I've mentioned before, but near the end, it has a twist in the end, where it catches the audience off guard and surprises them with a new character or a threat they haven't faced yet throughout the movie. All of these key things are important to how the movie is being made, but none of that matters if people don't come to see it in theaters. To spread the word about your new movie, these are things you can do. You can do something remarkable, also known as the publicity stunt. It, it means by word of mouth, doing something memorable that everyone can see so that it can spread to other people, causing a buzz about the movie. People can people see someone doing something like a backflip, and it could be about a movie of how the backflip came to be, and that's how people flock to the theaters. You can also pre-roll video advertising, which means you can make a website about what the how the movie is, about what it's about, as well as uh as well as the cast of who's playing who. That's what they did for the new upcoming Avengers Doomsday movie, which is coming out in December. It's a it's a website about how long until the movie comes out. That's a good way to spread the word about your new movie. This one is where the studio has more money, or you could do it too if you had enough money. These are called press junkets. These are the interviews with the actors and actresses about the movie and who they played in the movie, where the paparazzi is and the actor or actress is sitting in a little booth, and the paparazzi is reading off a list of questions that they have for the actor or actress, either regarding the movie or about the actor themselves. And lastly, this is not this is not this is not all you can do to get word of mouth about your movie. These are just four I've listed. You can also involve people in the making of your movie. What this means is you can make people do things that are special or funny that are in relation to the movie you're making. For example, in 2008, people were painting their faces like the Joker with black eyeliner, red lips, all of that. Because the movie The Dark Knight was coming out, and the guy playing the Joker, Heath Ledger, was in it. And that's how people were able to watch the movie. But that's why it became so popular. In conclusion, when making a movie, it's all about how you make it, or how you want people to see it. My last thing I wish for everyone that dares to dream is to wish them good luck on creating art for all to see.